Who or what inspires you guys' music? Oh, I hit it out.
I mean, I can go. I just,
Go ahead.
All right, well, okay. You know what I'm saying? Me. You know what I'm saying? By me being a bigger cat, you know what I'm saying? And I consider myself as a sex symbol to women and all that. So, what I say, you know what I'm saying? The main dude who really influenced me was Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Because he made it cool to be a big dude, you know what I'm saying? And still be perceived in women's eyes as attractive, you know what I'm saying? And he just was suave, you know what I'm saying? And I consider myself the same way, you know what I'm saying? How I do me. Even though I'm aggressive, that's to, you know, people who, you know, tempt me, you know what I'm saying? Who make me go that way. But I'm really a gentle giant, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm just me, you know what I mean? So if I could say anybody musically, I would say it would be Big.
Tony, what about you, man?
Well, for me, you know what I'm saying, I respect Biggie. I look at, you know what I'm saying, the Biggie and Pac era, but for me, you know what I'm saying, I feel like Jay-Z did it for me. The big pimping, the flashiness, that's me all the way, you know. I'm a Louis Vuitton, Don, you know. I wear Gucci, sneakers, loafers, you know. I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, a flamboyant, flashy type of guy. So, for Jigga, not as well as his flashiness, it's his lyricism, you know what I'm saying. The stuff he talked about, it's like, it touched me. Like how, like growing up, I ain't gonna get too much to this, you know what I'm saying. I always had fights with my brothers and how his brother, he used to get into it with his brother, and one song he talked about how, you know what I'm saying, his brother stole some money from me, he shot him. And I feel like I ain't lived that life, but I lived similar to that. We always, you know what I'm saying, had scuffles and fights with my brothers. We was dudes on the streets, but you know, we still love each other. But getting back on the subject, I mean, basically, I look at Jay-Z as being the greatest of all time. From if you look at from the first album to the last, it's like, it's no flaws. And the last album, when he did the movie with Denzel Washington, what was that movie? American Gangster. It's like, it was more not of an album, but a movie. When you went, you know what I'm saying, from beginning to end. So my pick would be Jay-Z.
And then for YT, I got two actually. First one people probably wouldn't even think about, but man, Puff. I mean, like, hey, Puff was my man. Like, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as being a lyricist and all that, you know what I'm saying? He ain't, you know, he not really the battle cat or whatever, but it influenced me because his style kind of adapted to who I am, you know what I'm saying? Not even really to piggyback off Cannon's comment, but I'm that smooth cat too. And Puff just came off so smooth on the track, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I need to rap like that if I'm a rapper, you feel me? Although it kind of transformed into something else, but you know, that's what I was digging. And then secondly, it was Wayne. Not the lick me like a lollipop Wayne, but
400 degrees.
400 degrees. Block is hot.
You
hot boys Wayne.
Money,
Cash money. You know what I'm saying? Cash money. You know what I'm saying? Millionaire Wayne. You feel me? Bandana braid Wayne. You feel me?
Drop it.
You know what I'm saying? My style so flip it with it. You know what I'm saying? Dude, kind of. You know, I just really related to dude. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? Big ups to family.
Now, SG, you a singer, right?
Yeah, I do a little rap.
All right. Well, you know, you be harmonizing. What? I don't know if it's rap or R&B, but who inspires you?
When it comes to inspiration with music, man, that's like, I don't have no specific person that inspired me. I just like listening to music. But if I had to, like my era, because I can go back before time, well not.
Well, you sitting over here with the encyclopedia of music.
but I'm gonna keep it basic, and I'm gonna say Kels for like, man, for the R&B side, and it's like on the rap side, man, that's a toss up because I listen to some of everybody, so it's a mixture of everybody though. Like these dudes in this room, they don't know until now, like, y'all inspired me to do a lot of stuff too, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Well, I know that I gotta ask this question because I'm on this personal crusade against Bill O'Reilly. For those who don't know about Bill O'Reilly, he's the head of the conservatives. You know, I call them closet conservatives, and he's trying to say that hip hop is the demise of urban communities all over. So I want to get y'all take on this about what is the future of hip hop going based on the way you see it now.
I mean, I'm gonna partake in this because I feel like this touched real close to home, because I see people always looking at our communities as if it's bad, but it also is a lot of good going on to it. I hate when they let the bad influences out, you know what I'm saying, outshadow the good influences. Hip hop, you know what I'm saying, it's in a more, right now I feel like it's in a more feel good party state, you know what I'm saying, go out and have fun. But as well as is in a more influential state when Jeezy put out, you know what I'm saying, his album.
The Recession?
Yeah, The Recession. Okay. About, you know what I'm saying, basically about how the world going, the economy is, as well as the Nas, Jay-Z's. I mean, you know what I'm saying, Wayne touched on, you know what I'm saying, the Hurricane Katrina, and, you know what I'm saying, it's more about, for me, it's more about uplifting, not taking away, you know what I'm saying, even though it's more, you know what I'm saying, derogatory towards sort of some, you know what I'm saying, certain subjects, but it's still more on the uplifting side. But what about the rockers who go out there and snort cocaine and use all these other drugs, and these kids go out here and just jump around in circles and beat each other up and this and that? They never, you know what I'm saying, he not touching on that, but he touched on, okay, I talk about, okay, a gun or drugs or a female or mess with a female, this and that. Okay, it's not so much as I'm influencing this child to go, I'm basically trying to show these kids like what not to do, what I went through, what not to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not to go pick up a gun because I didn't touch the gun before, I done shot a gun before, this and that. It's basically tell them, I did this, don't go do that, you know what I'm saying? And you can't blame it on these artists. You really sometimes got to put it into the hands of these parents who is letting their kids, you know what I'm saying, do this and do that. I know the parents are only, you know what I'm saying, so much they can do when they, you know what I'm saying, put their kids out here in these streets and they grow up on their own, but I mean, like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. Everybody gotta put their input in on this in order for it to be a successful movement.
Another thing is, man, it's like hip hop is the outlook of the urban community. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that come out in hip hop or rap, whatever you want to call it, that's what's happening in these areas. You know what I'm saying? In the urban community. So we ain't rapping, we reeling.
Well, let me ask this then. Let me ask this before you jump in, Kevin. Okay, we being real about what's happening out here. Do you think if it wasn't for suburbia reaching out and grasping on to it as tight as it is, that's why we getting this bad name? Because white America, their children, is adapting to this. Now, you know, remember hip-hop in the past was always and will always be a social, economic, cultural movement. You know. No, but you know, I just want to throw that out there because that seems what to be the problem is. As long as it was our kids and our brothers and sisters and cousins listening to it, it was okay. But then suburbia grabbed onto it, the picket fence people. Then all of a sudden, hey, this is not right. You know.
Okay. The first thing I would say is to Bill O'Reilly. The music, when hip hop was originated, was for the youth. What do your old self got doing listening to hip hop anyway? If you don't like it, it's not for you. Hip hop was originated for the youth. You know what I'm saying? It so happens that it might be older people who may listen to it, but it's originated for the youth. The original concept for hip hop was for the youth. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's necessarily because white suburbia catches on to it. I think a lot of people look at maybe some of the messages maybe, and then they say, we don't want it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to grasp reality. And the reality is the majority of the stuff that rappers rap about actually happens. You know what I'm saying? Or this is the mind state or the mindset that we all are in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that you can knock somebody for how they really live.
Keep it all the way.